Hi, this is Dynamic Assessment in the L2 classroom, mediating young learners' oral performance. I'm part of the Semilleros Self, which is also part of the Grupo SIC, and this work is being done in collaboration with Master in Education Ana Sagre Barbosa and my person, which is Carlos Gonzalez Martinez. Let's take a look at the problem, the description of the problem of this study, which follows that formative and summative assessment are the main procedures implemented by teachers in the L2 classroom, even though that there exist other types of assessment which can be used as well. We can say that most feedback or scores provided do not follow a clear theoretical framework in order to guide the discourse provided when students need that discourse, when students are being assessed or instructed. We already know that interaction is key to second language learning, but through these procedures, these students tend to be left alone and interaction is limited. So I want to take a look at the purpose of this study, which is to describe and to explore the classroom interaction when it is guided under a dynamic assessment approach. And I want to highlight the changes that occur in a pre-service teacher and also the changes that occur in young learners' oral performance. And there it follows the two questions for the study: classroom discourse changes when dynamic assessment is integrated, as well as young children's oral performance. The theoretical framework follows that dynamic assessment is situated into the socio-cultural theory that also relies on the concept of zone of proximal development, which consists that there are abilities that can be only shown or can be only achieved when we are in collaboration with others. We have abilities or just maturing abilities, ripening abilities that cannot be shown without help or without support. And it also shows that dynamic assessment promotes the development of students' abilities during the assessment itself. Through interventionist approach, mediation is pre-scripted. So anytime that corrective feedback is going to be provided, it is going to be already fixed, and it is going to be following an order. If we consider corrective feedback as those features of classroom discourse that are provided whenever the students need any help based on the assessment on their performance. So one of the keys of the interactionist approach to dynamic assessment is that it comes from an implicit form to an explicit form, and we can see an example here that I'm gonna be implementing in my classes, which are gonna be a pause at the beginning whenever they make a mistake, and it ends with an explicit form, which is saying the why for the mistake and explaining a reason, like we do scaffold many things before giving them the explanation. So the methodology is going to be an action case study implemented at the Gimnasio Unicor. This is going to be with 4th grader students and me as a pre-service teacher. During this first week of implementation, I have been observing the classes, I have been dealing with the students, but during the second week, lesson plans will be implemented, as well as observations, journal, and stimulated recall interviews. Observations will be audio and video recorded, as well as during the third week, and this will measure the 2 questions. Taking a look at the expected outcomes, this study looks to offer guidelines for improving assessment and interaction practices in young learners' second language classroom, and also to increase our awareness as teachers, pre-service teachers, and in-service teachers with the interactions practices that we are implemented during assessment. To improve participant actual aura performance abilities. That's the idea that we want to guide our discourse. So we have the references here. We can take a look at the potential, understanding the potential in elementary classrooms through dynamic assessments. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be at this presentation.